Okay, I am back. No chimes. Okay, well, oh, I should have blown my nose while I was doing it. I was offline. Oh my goodness. So, thank you everyone for waiting. All right. Welcome back, you all. Knots and Stitches. Who else came along with? JK. Got Veggie. That's the only people that actually talked. Okay. Thank you all for waiting a minute. I changed the music that I was playing to. Okay. Thank you. I will take care of that. There we go. Man, I have it way down, but that's okay. Is that better, Veggie? Thank you. It didn't change. The music didn't change? Oh. Huh. Okay. Let's go to the live scene. Let's see if everything is working there. I think we are. Yeah, whatever I just. Okay. I had my headphone playing into my headphone and I took that off, so that must have done that. Okay. I'm going to spin before I break something else here. I don't know if JK made it back. I know she's got the baby. Uh, uh, how many teeth does that baby have now? That baby's growing, isn't it? Oh my goodness. That little one is growing. Anyway, I'm working on streaming 12 days, and some of you may have heard this already, but the whole thing is that the 12 Days of Christmas used to be a holiday for people who spun every day. And on Distaff Day, Rock Day, whatever we want to call it, we went back to they went back to spinning. It was back to work as normal. I'm doing it backwards, but I am honoring those people that used to spin every day, right, in order to put textiles in their lives. I can't hear the music at all. All right. This fiber came from an Indiana store. There is a arts type um, city in Indiana called Nashville, Indiana. It is not the Nashville, Tennessee that is the music city. This is a little city that I've gone to for many years whenever I need a dose of going and seeing things that people have made, right? There's just, it's not, I don't, there is artwork, of course, and artists who are doing artwork. So it's an artist community, but there are also stores there with all sorts of things that people make, and there's a yarn shop there. Very small, but I got to go up there one time and actually catch them open. That is one of the things, they're small businesses and they are not always open every day. And yeah, sometimes I've had the thought that it would be really fun to have a business up there, but yeah, first of all, we live here and it's many hours away. And second of all, why would I want to tie myself down with a store at the time in my life now where I can travel more? So it's just a nice little blue sky dream. I have a cold. I'm not happy about that. So I'm sniffy. Crazy question. Love questions. Do I have a mod? Because if you didn't, I was going to suggest that you mod veggie if that choose to have that position. The reason I say that is for some protection against bots and trolls. It's better than having no one. Just a thought. If you don't have, I know, but here's the thing. I have nothing against having a mod. I just don't have somebody that. I have one viewer, and she actually isn't here today, but I have one viewer that is pretty much here every time I stream, and that's K's on Coffee. But see, she's not here today. So I personally don't want to make somebody feel obligated to give up part of their daily life and be a mod. It's just I haven't run into too much trouble. I'm a small enough stream that I've only recently had a little bit of trouble with it, you know. Yeah. And I could make a lot of people mods and then whoever shows up could do that, but like I said, I can do it, right? If I know what to do. And the actual decision had to be to stop stream and start again. Now, on my Streamlabs deck here, I see that SKT1 Guru has followed. That's not anybody that's in the chat, right? So I expect a bot to show up from them, right? I can tell ahead of time that sometimes they follow thinking that they can come into chat right away. They find out I've got the 10-minute limit timer set, and they don't hang around, or they come back. And if they come back, I just ban them. But I have a little bit of notice too. Yeah, I know. You know, everybody knows Veggie well. Veggie is like the mod of mods among us fiber community. Aren't you, Veggie? You know what I mean. And you're willing to do it. But yeah. Thank you. That's you don't know what that says about you? That says that you spend all your time on Twitch. Come on. What? All right. I'm going to mute here a minute. Sorry. Let's see. Wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm muting the right one here. It's this one? Okay. All right. There we go. Not lately, though. You haven't been. Have you been working quite a bit, Veggie? Uh, I know an awful lot of people started out being on Twitch a lot during the pandemic, right? And it was a little after that I ran into it. It was more like late fall, early winter of 2020 that I found Twitch and started watching and all of that. But yeah. She's modding 15. Yeah. Anyway, you've been spending a lot offline lately? Yeah. Well, if what I was trying to say is, okay, so we could do that. People were working online. We could be online. I was retired. All of that led to, being able to be on Twitch a lot. But then now things are opened up. We're traveling a lot. We're away a lot. Um, and people are not working online anymore. They got to go and do their regular job, and it's kind of back to pre-pandemic statistics, I think. I'm just happy. I enjoy. I do something fiber related every day anyway. I enjoy sharing it. I'm just happy that people come by and say and chat and say hello. And if I get a bot or two, yeah, gives me something to kick. Lockdowns were, um, and yes, I went back and forth on that, and we can have lots of discussion on that, but whether it was good mentally is definitely one that was not discussed enough. And second of all, whether it was good to keep people from getting the disease and not developing a herd immunity. But I think I do agree with that, they did it that way because it takes a while to develop that uh, shot, the vaccine. So it gave the companies time to develop the vaccine that they needed. But people disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine too. Knots and stitches. Really? That sounds fun. Yeah? Crazy, you're a lot of mods for a lot of people too? Okay. That 15 was yours, not veggies. That was yours. Yeah. I got it now. I missed a comment or two there. That sounds cute. I love foxes. Um, but that sounds adorable. Oh, I just got more catalogs in the mail from Mary Maxim and Hirschner's, and everybody's having their sale, and I cannot buy more stuff. Gotta do what I got to do. Working on those um, felt Christmas ornaments, and man, it takes forever to. They're so, I don't know. It's just slow work. I like them when they're done. I have not put backs on them yet, so they're technically not done. It's just the front of them are done. I've I've got the felling needles, and I've always thought that I would try some of it, but I really haven't ever really worked on anything. It'd be a fun class to take. I think I would enjoy that. Give me a little more confidence. I know the concept. I just believe that there's probably some tricks and stuff to get it to look really good. I really smell my beef stew, and I had it set on as low as I could on my stove, and hubby is not within shouting distance, so I am going to put on the Be Right Back screen and run and check that real quick. I would hate it if I boiled it dry. I probably should have put it in the crock pot but I like it better. I don't like crock pot as well. Don't go away. I'll be right back. All right. Grab your bowls, guys. It's ready. It smelled ready. No, this is 20% silk, and the rest is a merino. That I am spinning right now. And SKT Guru, welcome and thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You know, Sapphire also is a new follow. Never heard of Silk with Wool? Yeah, absolutely. This is made by Ashford, which makes spinning wheels, but they also produce fiber. Um, and up close, you can see the silk in it right there. And that's white, but right here, this shiny bit, that's all silk too. And then the not shiny bit, like this, is wool. Holds out bowl. You've only seen silk with cotton. Where are you from, SK? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is produced by, like I said, by the Ashford people who produce the Ashford spinning wheels. And I bought this at a fiber yarn store, but you can get it online too. There's 8 ounces in the vat, which is why I'm using my Magicraft Aura spinning wheel, because it has the bigger bobbin, and I can put all 8 ounces on this bobbin. Yeah, they go well together. How much my spinning wheel was? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, it was expensive. You are correct in that assessment. Um, it is, first of all, from Magicraft is from New Zealand, Australia, I'm not sure which. There are Magicraft dealers in the United States, but not that many of them. And I just happened on this at a fiber fair one year, about 10 years ago. So I don't even know what it sells for now. But you can Google Magicraft Aura and get a ballpark figure. I don't regret. It is the only spinning wheel I have that has this big size bobbin on it. There are a lot of other spinning wheel makers who also make the big bobbin like this. It was just a matter of, this is what I ran into at the time. I was pretty much looking to buy another $1 billion. It is not. What do I do with my spun yarn? I knit and crochet with it, and I store it, and I get it out and try to figure out other things to make with it, and I just keep making it. I am a spinner more than anything, and so I definitely am not a business person. I don't sell it at this point. And I have mixed feelings about selling online, because a person can look at something and think that it's going to be one way, and they get the actual skein of yarn and realize that it's not what they thought, and then we got a problem. So I'd prefer to sell in person, which means just local, which is not a real big market. Sounds like excuses, but at this point in time, that is my major consideration for whether I wanted to sell the yarn or not. Besides, after I make these skeins of yarn, I really like them. I have a hard time parting with them. Yes, I believe if I have enough or I have to add to it with some other yarn, I would like a sweater top that is not a cardigan, but a short sleeve sweater top is what I would like out of this. I believe it would be very, very pretty. I think I need more yarn than I'm going to get out of this 8 ounces, but we'll see. We'll see. They're in New Zealand. Okay. Well, I recently, last year, this wheel had a part that needed replaced. It was not working because of it, and I did contact them by email and ask where I could get that part, and they gave me a name of a dealer in New York State, right? So I didn't have to deal with them directly in New Zealand, except for getting that information, and then they were like, yeah, contact this dealer. They should have something that you, they should have what you want. And they did. They did. I was really happy about that. And fortunately, hubby was able to put the part in. I am in the United States. I am in a state called Kentucky. I live in the country out, and therefore I am not really in a city. I'm in a country area. Oh, speaking of which, the other catalogs I'm starting to get whole bunches of that I adore this time of year is the seed catalogs. Yeah, I have the best garden in my brain. It never really turns out as good as on growing in the ground, but I sure like to think about a lot of things I'd love to grow. Kentucky is a border state. There are many states that are further south of us, and I have uh, I don't have a southern accent or a drawl or anything because I didn't grow up here. But um, it's considered a border state. because it's not that far south. Veggie, do I like the acrework bobbins? I do. You need a jumbo for your Lendrum? You've been debating the Lendrum one? Yeah. Yeah, um, they come apart, but what I discovered is I prefer not to take them apart. I just store them, um, put together, but they are so lightweight, right? It makes a difference in the treadling too. It really does, because you're pushing um, that bobbin around, and what came with this wheel was solid wood, so it does make a little difference in the feel of the treadling. I've not had any problem with them working. This is the only wheel I have the Acre Works though for. I didn't get them for anything else. The Lendrum bobbin wouldn't be as big. I don't. Is it's probably smaller. The jumbo holds 6 ounces. Well, that's pretty good size, really. Crazy Sherbert, I have been spinning since the 1970s. And I don't think I want to do the math. Now, that's when I got my first spinning wheel, was like 79. Okay. And after that, it was hit and miss, whether I would spin or not. Sometimes the spinning wheel, which was the Ashford traditional, was just a showpiece in the house. But I got more really involved again in, let's see if I can figure this out, 93, because that's when I got Angora rabbits and I wanted to spin the fur. So, yeah, then I really got back into, and I bought more spinning wheels besides the Ashford, um, from 90, well, yeah, 96, 97 on. More or less. Uh huh. The 6.0 holds 8 ounces. Really? Does it? I am real surprised about that. I didn't think any of them, of the electric eels or whatever, held that much fiber. Well, I'm going to find out if I can get 8 ounces on this bobbin, because this fiber I'm spinning is in an 8 ounce collection. It's 8 ounces there. And then I have another 8 ounce purple that I'm going to spin and ply with it. So that more than likely won't fit on one of the bobbins. Normally, I mean, before I got this Ara, I would be splitting the 8 ounces into 4 ounces, and only spinning four. I never tried to push like 6 ounces or anything on any of my wheels. The Roberta 4 ounces is very doable, but more than that, it gets pretty full on the bobbin. You've been able to get almost 10 ounces on your 6.0. It was a chunky bobbin, yeah. Yeah. Big chunk. Sorry. Sniffy nose. I have quite a rhythm with this uh, wheel, and I still believe that some of it is just because of the part we replaced. It was, I mean, it's working properly. It's just not as quiet. Uh oh, that went too thin. Come back before you break. So the rest of this week, tomorrow is Thursday. I will stream from uh, either 6 to 8 or 7 to 9, depending on what we're doing and when I get time to get to the computer. Friday, I'm going to probably do... I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do Friday morning. Because, again, if we want to go out to eat... I want to go out to eat either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know which. So, just depends. But I think I'll do Friday morning, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons. I might do Saturday 7 to 9. 6 to 8, 7 to 9. Saturday evening and Sunday afternoon. Technically, Saturday is the 12th day. But I stream on Sundays anyway, so we're just going all the way through to Sunday. Okay, so my normal streaming days are Tuesday morning. This is all U.S. Eastern Standard Time. And it is going on 5 p.m. here. It's quarter till 5 p.m. if you have to translate time. So, Tuesday mornings, 11 to 1. Thursday evenings, usually 7 to 9. Sometimes I start early and go 6 to 8. But it's Thursday evenings. And then Sunday afternoons. Always 3 to 5. So the only one I mess around with is the late night one. If I don't feel like I want to be up late. And yeah, 9 p.m. is late. All right. Which one am I on here? Right here. There we go. I'm going to mute a minute. Let me tell you, since I take blood pressure medicine, I bought the Coricidin medicine, which is a formula that supposedly is the only thing you're supposed to take for cold medicine if you take blood pressure medicine. It does not do anything to dry up. Nothing. I mean, it doesn't touch it. I'm like so frustrated. Excuse me. Okay. Crazy. I'm not real sure. Okay. Do you mean next to skin? Or you mean for knitting, spinning something that you can wear next to skin? Because I said I was going to make a this is perfect as far as I'm concerned for a sweater of lightweight proportions. It's not going to be um, a cardigan. It's not going to be long sleeves. It'll be short sleeves. But it's spinning thin enough that, and I will. I'm still going to ply this with another single, and it's going to be 100% merino that I ply it with. So that may puff up. That may spin a little bit thicker than this, but uh, I am aiming for DK weight 2 ply. Uh, as far as the, I mean, almost everything is wool. I do not spin cotton or linen very often, and certainly not enough to use in uh, knitting and crocheting or weaving. It's always a very pretty small amount. Like I spin it on my little Nano, which is really small bobbins. So, I would say 90% of what I spin is wool based. And as far as wools go, everybody knows merino is good. And they make superwash merino, which is really nice for socks because they can go in the washing machine. But I think my two favorite wool breeds actually are Blueface Leicester and Polworth. And every once in a while, I have seen some superwash in those two fibers. It's not very common, but uh, if I can find superwash, I might make socks out of it. But everything else, I pretty much hand wash. If I make something, everything I've made: sweaters, shawls, hats, scarves, mittens, all of that I've made out of wool, I just hand wash. I'm pretty tolerant with wool, and people have different tolerances. So, and every breed's fleece is different because it's genetically based on the animal itself as well as environmentally. So, what their fleece is like is affected by their genetics and the environment, is what I mean. I've had some surprises sometimes. I'm spinning it and I think, oh yeah, this is going to be really nice. And I, knit it up and didn't like it. So sometimes it isn't even as much as I know. Some things will surprise me. What's the best way for a beginner spinner to start spinning? Don't buy a spinning wheel. Buy a drop spindle. Find somebody to teach you how to drop spindle. That will teach you the basics of drafting, and twist and the fiber feel and all of that, right? Absolutely the best way. You don't have to spin. You can spin all the time on a drop spindle, right? All the time, and nothing else. You don't have to buy a spinning wheel. It takes lots longer, but you know, most spinners after they get the hang of it, they're like, "Oh, I want way more yarn," and they go buy a wheel. So, and now you have the option of getting the little electric eel, which is plastic and 3D printed, I think a lot of it, and is very inexpensive. So it's a very inexpensive but small actual spinning wheel. Where is mine? I packed it away. I thought I was going to be taking it to my friend's house to spin. Turns out I'm not going to because I have a cold. Have you seen an electric eel? An electric spinner? This is what it looks like. You get all wool used to be itchy. I mean, seriously, that was pretty much a given because everything that was being processed was really bad wool. It wasn't the good wool, because the good wool was being sent to the garment industry and used for, wool coats and other things like that. Here. See how little that is? I paid $110 for this. It's electric, so I can run it on a battery or run it plugged in. I don't know if my battery is charged or not. I'll find out here. It is little. Zombie is right. You recommend the drop spindle to get the feel for what your hands are supposed to be doing when you are spinning. It's like riding a bike. The first time you try, it feels just like awful. Like, oh, what am I doing? I don't know what to do, right? But, yeah, after that, you eventually work it out. Knot and stitches agree. Start on a drop spindle. You have several spindles of different designs and 2 types of wheels. Spindles are great for on-the-go spinning and are wonderful, productive little fidget spinners. Yeah, they're some people really need that fidget factor, right? But yeah, then this is mostly the only reason I'm pointing this out is because it's portable, but it also is very tiny and not expensive as spinning wheels go. And, you don't have to have a huge amount of money to get a spinning wheel that spins. But a drop spindle is the best way to learn. Absolutely. And it depends on how you learn, right? If you can learn by watching videos, there's tons of them on YouTube. If you can learn by being patient with yourself and just, getting one and messing with it and seeing what it does for you, and watch a video or two to see what you're supposed to be doing as far as drafting the fiber. If not, you're going to need to find somebody. Look for a fiber fair in your area, which usually only happen once a year. Look to see if there's spinning guilds. And finally, contact your any local or not so local yarn store and ask them if they know any spinners. The one thing I don't do on stream is spin on a drop spindle. It's too hard to catch on a camera. It really is. So, I'm not real able to even show very well. I could show Park and Draft, I guess. I don't have any spindles in the room right now, though. Thank you all. You're welcome. Back in the olden days, spinning was done on sticks and sometimes whirl. That's right. You needed weight to make it keep turning. You needed balance to make it not be miserable wobbling, right? And in other cases, you had a stick that you made the one end real pointy, and you pulled your fiber off of that pointy bit, and you put the other end in a cup or something that kept it in place, and it was a support spindle. So they don't always have to be the kind that hang from your hands. They can be support spindles too. Okay, gang, I am going to finish this little bit that I'm working on, and then I am going to look and see if there's somebody we can raid. Because my beef stew supper is calling me by name. Of course, I didn't say that was going to happen quick. There's a lot of fiber in this section here. I did move this, didn't I? Let's move this back so we can see. There we go. You're heading off to work, Crazy Sherbert? You have work, but it was wonderful to chat and hang out. You bet, by golly, I'll be back. Have a wonderful rest of your stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate talking to you. I love it when you all chat a lot. And I really do appreciate everybody hanging out through my technical difficulties and coming back with me. I wonder if KB Fibers is on. I rated her the other day. She's usually on this time of day. Boy, that's a pretty... I'm so happy with this fiber. I love it. It's so pretty. Love the color. All right, let's see here. Where's my... I stopped the music intentionally. Megan of all trades is crocheting or cross stitching. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Huh. Well, everybody else is playing games. You want to play games instead? I won't be staying. Ms. Jenks is a new one to me. I like to find new ones sometimes. Let's see here. Let me plug my headphones in so I can hear them.
Hey, you do this professionally?
I'm in ads, sorry.
What's with the double McNuggets?
Oh, this one's my backup in case something happens to the first one.
Oh, don't show me food! I'm too hungry.
Make that each time. Oh, was it under... Was it Streamlabs?
Huh.
Must be
Not
under
real sure what...
Streamlabs.
I don't have...
I want to find it. I think
Can't
I
hear
set
her.
up Wyverns, hello. Sorry, I was misreading your message. You are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. How you doing, babe? I'm doing good. We're about. Chat is about to choose. Chat is about to do the choosings for what they want to have happen. So it's not. Hold on. It must be stream. Chat user modules. It's under modules. Hold on. No.
She's got a cat.
Leaderboards.
Okay. I don't know anything about her, but we're going to go to someone
Where's
new.
the freaking
Because...
streaming tools?
Yep.
Chat commands. I set up a poll. I did. Where did I set up a poll? Where?
I think she's trying to do a drawing.
There it is. Start the poll. Ready?
Which we're going to
Did it
miss.
go? There we go. Oh, you don't... It doesn't tell you. Okay, let me tell you. Number 1 is to work on the night shift shawl. Number 2 is to Nilba Bay.
She's
Number
trying to decide what
3,
to do
Clap
next.
Boutique.
All right.
Number 4,
All right,
my
that
crochet
didn't work.
bunny. Number 5,
Why
the Advent
didn't that
bandana.
work?
The number 6 is the Advent mitten. Number
Oh,
7
I
is
used
my,
a Z instead of
my
an X.
current Advent
Tisk
thing.
tisk.
Number
How rude.
8 is my Pooh cross stitch, and 9.5 is the 9.5 in the woods.
Okay. We're going. As soon as I figure out my typing here.
Pull us up. May's mod powers. Using mod powers only for good. So again,
All right. The
raid
raid's been created. Everybody, take care.
it would
Have a great
do.
night. See you tomorrow.
Number 1,
tomorrow night.
night shift. Number
All
2,
right.
Tonelba Bay. Number 3, Clapotee. Number 4, Crochet Bunny.
See you there.
Number 5 is my bandana.
Bye.
Number 6
Happy
is
spinning.
the mitten. Number 7 is what I'm working on here. Number 8 is the Winnie the Pooh